Isekai flooded 2025, but only a few actually finished strong. Today, I'm ranking 6 completed isekai that stuck the landing, sparked debates, roasted tropes, and kept anime fans glued till the final episode worldwide today. Kicking off with number 6, Gachiakuta. Gachiakuta pulling up at number 6 already tells you this list isn't playing it safe. This isekai didn't care about comfort, wish fulfillment, or making the main character instantly cool. It throws you into a grimy world where trash literally defines social class. And yeah, it's as uncomfortable as it sounds. Our protagonist gets dumped into society's landfill like yesterday's leftovers, and instead of gaining god powers, he gains trauma, rage, and a crash course in survival. What really sells Gachiakuta is its attitude. The world feels hostile, like it personally hates the main character. Villains aren't dramatic monologuers. They're systems, corruption, and people who think they're right. The fights feel raw, scrappy, and desperate, not flashy power-scaling contests. And visually, it looks dirty in a good way. The art style feels like it needs a shower, which fits perfectly. Now, is it heavy? Absolutely. This is not the turn brain off after work isekai. Some arcs drag emotionally, and if you want constant hype moments, you might get restless. But the payoff? Worth it. By the ending, Gachiakuta completes its themes about worth, anger, and rebuilding yourself from nothing. It doesn't beg for a sequel. It drops the mic, wipes the sweat off its face, and walks away. Respect. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Sliding to number 5, Lord of Mysteries. Lord of Mysteries is what happens when an isekai decides to read philosophy, theology, and cosmic horror instead of copying the same RPG menu. This anime treats its audience like adults, and sometimes like it wants to challenge you on purpose. You follow Klein, who doesn't just wake up powerful, he wakes up confused, paranoid, and constantly questioning reality itself. The strength here is atmosphere. Every episode feels like something is watching you from the corner of the screen. The magic system isn't flashy for the sake of it. It's layered, ritualistic, and dangerous. Power always has a cost, and the anime never lets you forget that. Villains aren't evil because they're loud, they're terrifying because they're calm. That said, this show absolutely filters casual viewers. If you blink, you miss lore. If you skip dialogue, you're lost. Some episodes feel like homework with great animation, but for fans who stick it out, the reward is massive. The finale doesn't spoon-feed answers. It lets the mystery breathe while still closing the emotional arc. It's bold, unsettling, and memorable. Lord of Mysteries won't be everyone's favorite, but for those who love slow-burn intelligence and creeping dread, this one hits different and lingers long after the credits roll. Landing on number 4, The Water Magician. The Water Magician sounds chill, right? Calm element, relaxed pacing, maybe some cozy vibes. And yes, it starts that way, almost suspiciously peaceful. Our protagonist isn't screaming about destiny or domination. He just wants to master water magic and survive. Then the anime quietly starts flexing. This show understands restraint. Battles aren't constant, but when they happen, they matter. Water magic isn't treated like a background element. It's versatile, tactical, and honestly overpowered if used correctly. Watching the main character problem solve instead of brute force his way through everything is refreshing. The supporting cast deserves props too. No one feels like filler. Allies have motivations, rivals grow, and even side villains have moments that make you pause before judging them. The anime sneaks in world building without dumping exposition on your head, which is harder than it looks. Now, let's be real. The pacing will test impatient viewers. There are stretches where it feels almost too calm, but that patience pays off. By the time the story concludes, you realize the anime was building confidence instead of chasing hype. The ending wraps things up cleanly, emotionally, and without sequel bait. It's not flashy, it's solid. And sometimes, solid is exactly what an isekai needs to stand out. Looking at number 3, Headhunted to Another World from Salaryman to Big 4. But trust me, number 3? It'll mess with your head in the best way possible. This anime takes corporate burnout and weaponizes it. Our main character doesn't become a hero, he becomes management. And somehow that's more dangerous. Instead of swords and spells, he uses negotiation, strategy, and emotional intelligence, which feels illegal in isekai terms. The genius here is tone. It's funny without trying too hard. Watching demon generals panic over spreadsheets and performance reviews is comedy gold. But beneath the jokes, there's a sharp critique of work culture, loyalty, and self-worth. The main character isn't invincible. He's exhausted, experienced, and painfully human. Villains aren't defeated, they're outplayed. Conflicts resolve through contracts, alliances, and uncomfortable truths. And when violence does happen, it hits harder because it's not constant. The anime balances humor with tension surprisingly well. If there's a flaw, it's that some viewers expect more traditional action. This show refuses to cater to that expectation. And honestly, good. The ending feels earned, wrapping up character arcs instead of teasing power creep. This isekai proves you don't need god-tier magic to dominate another world. Sometimes all you need is competence and boundaries. Almost at the top with number 2, Zenshu. Zenshu is chaos, creativity, and emotional damage rolled into one unpredictable package. This anime feels like it was made by people who were tired of safe storytelling. The protagonist isn't just isekai'd into another world. They're dragged into a collapsing narrative where stories themselves are breaking. Every arc plays with genre expectations. One episode feels like a comedy, the next like a psychological thriller. Characters are aware something's wrong, and that awareness becomes the real threat. It's meta without being annoying, which is a rare achievement. The visuals go wild when they need to. Reality bends, scenes distort, and the anime isn't afraid to look weird. Some fans will love that. Others will be confused. Both reactions are valid. Zenshu doesn't hold your hand. It grabs your wrist and pulls you forward. The emotional core sneaks up on you. Beneath all the madness is a story about burnout, creativity, and fear of irrelevance. The ending doesn't reset everything. Choices stick, consequences matter, and when the final episode fades out, it feels complete. Zenshu isn't perfect, but it's brave, and bravery goes a long way in a genre drowning in copies. Taking the crown at number 1, Onmyo Rebirth Verse. This is how you finish an isekai. Onmyo Rebirth Verse blends reincarnation, time loops, and spiritual warfare into a story that actually knows where it's going. From episode 1, there's purpose, no wandering arcs, no filler excuses. The main character's growth feels earned through failure. Every reset hurts. Every decision carries weight. The anime respects its audience by trusting them to follow complex timelines without over-explaining. And the villains? Ruthless, smart, personal. Visually, it's stunning when it needs to be and restrained when it should be. Action scenes feel intense, not excessive. Emotional moments land because the anime lets them breathe. And the soundtrack? It knows exactly when to hit silence instead of noise. What really seals number 1 is the ending. No cliffhanger addiction. No begging for another season. It closes the loop, resolves the themes, and leaves you satisfied instead of frustrated. In a genre obsessed with endless continuation, Onmyo Rebirth Verse chose completion and nailed it. So that's my list of the 6 best completed isekai of 2025, from gritty survival to mind-bending metaphysics. If you agree, disagree, or think I missed a sleeper hit, drop it in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more anime chaos, and I'll see you in the next breakdown, weekly.